Hello there, my name is Pavel Shtermach and now we'll unveil the top news of recent days. The Russian command hoped to quickly encircle Avdiivka, but miscalculated the outcome because this is one of the most fortified areas of the front line. The offensive near Avdiivka has failed. The enemy's losses in manpower and military equipment are huge. They have reached the level of Vuhledar, Bakhmut and Krosin near Bilohorivka.
The enemy keeps trying to encircle Avdiivka. However, the Ukrainian defenders are standing their ground, inflicting major losses on the enemy. The adversary's offensive operation in the vicinities of Keramik, Stepove, Avdiivka, Tonenke, Opetne, Nevelske in Donetsk Oblast were unsuccessful. The Ukrainian defenders' forces repelled more than 20 enemy attacks in that area.
Ukrainian troops made such heavy losses on armored vehicles to the Russian army near Avdiivka that the occupiers are already attacking with trucks from the 1930s. The corresponding video with the Gaz AA column was published by the defense forces on social networks. Putin had high hopes for success near Avdiivka because he wanted to use it to strengthen his positions in negotiations with China and North Korea. Putin also needed a victory near Avdiivka as part of his election campaign, because the elections are to be held in Russia in spring 2024. Russia was unable to achieve results in the offensive near Kupiansk, Liman, and Avdiivka. Neither can it stop the Ukrainian counteroffensive in the Azov Sea region and near Bakhmut. Activation of Russian troops near Avdiivka began on October 10th. Since then, they have attacked the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine and the city with a large number of tanks and other armored vehicles with the support of aviation and artillery. According to the Institute for the Study of War, in this way the Russian army wants to draw the forces of the armed forces of Ukraine to the Avdiivka direction in order to stop Ukrainian advance in the south. On Sunday night, the Russians attacked Nova Poshta terminal in the village of Korotych in Kharkiv region with S-300 missiles, killing 6 people. The post terminal is a civilian, not a military facility. A strike on it is another war crime of Russia. Russian propaganda demonizes Nova Post in every possible way. After the hit, Russian media wrote that there was some kind of a missile warehouse and a second detonation, but the photos clearly show that there is only one hole in the roof of the terminal, and it is from a Russian missile. Surveillance video shows that in the last seconds before the flight, employees were working in the warehouse, transporting parcels with medicines, packing them. A very military target, isn't it? But the terminal attack was not an accident. Russia does not stop shelling peaceful Ukrainians using cruise and ballistic missiles of various types, as well as strike groups.
First and foremost, I want to dwell on the Russian attack on the Nova Poshta terminal near Kharkiv. The rescue operation has been completed and necessary assistance has been provided to all the affected. In total, there were 17 of them. 6 people were killed in this attack. My deepest condolences to the families and loved ones of the deceased. We will undoubtedly respond to Russia for every manifestation of its terror, including this attack.
But now we need the protection against Russian terror. A deeply layered air defense system is needed in every major Ukrainian city. Therefore, we count on the help of allies in protecting the sky. All war crimes of Russia are documented and investigated. Their perpetrators will not avoid criminal liability or retribution by the defense forces of Ukraine. The European Union is developing the 12th package of sanctions against Russia. It was reported by Bloomberg. The response to Russia's war crimes should be increased sanctions pressure from the international community. Constant and comprehensive pressure on Russia to weaken the aggressor is in the interests of the civilized world. The previously introduced sanctions are in place, but this is not enough. The new package of sanctions will contain restrictions on the trade in Russian diamonds. The EU should also prohibit the conclusion of new agreements with Rosatom. It is necessary to stop buying Russian uranium, liquefied gas and steel, block IT services for Russian companies, and stop exporting laser technologies.
So-called confessionals between the European Commission's and EU ambassadors on the 12th package of sanctions on Russia starts this weekend with a view to reach agreement in November, though December might be more likely. Richard Jozwiak, Europe editor of Radio Liberty on social network X, formerly Twitter.
It is also necessary to continue working on effective mechanisms to prevent the circumvention of sanctions. The new sanctions package should limit Russia's ability to import components for missiles and drones through third countries. That concludes our video for today. Thank you for watching and stay updated. Subscribe to our UATV English channel for more news from Ukraine. Your support is that really matters. Goodbye.